it be but me, your man, Louis T. Welcome to the 2019 NFL Draft Prospects 101 series, your guide to some of the biggest and hottest names of the 2019 NFL Draft. We're talking edge rusher, and this next guy is a unique case in this particular draft, and it kind of reminds me of a situation we saw last year with the guy that came out of Virginia Tech in Tremaine Edmonds, who had an opportunity to potentially be an edge rusher at the next level, but really hasn't been given the opportunity to rush, more so a middle linebacker at the next level. This guy here in Kentucky, linebacker Josh Allen, I think is going to be put in a similar situation. Now, here's a guy that led the nation, was tied for the lead in the nation in sacks with 17.5 last season, but he's a guy that is more of an outside linebacker, can run with tight ends and backs out of the backfield, and it drops into coverage and is a very fluid athlete in situations when he's asked to drop. What is he going to be asked to do at the next level? Is he going to be given an opportunity to rush in third and long situations? Is he going to be given a chance to rush on first and 10 situations? Or is he going to be asked to drop more and be in coverage because he's such a good athlete? We're going to see. So I think this is a guy that has a little juice, has a little something to him as a rusher. Not the most natural pass rusher in this draft, but he can definitely get to the quarterback. That is evident by the 17.5 sacks he put up in 2018. So he's going to be interesting to see where he lands and what he's asked to do at the next level. Nonetheless, if you can get to the quarterback, I'm a firm believer that it's so hard to do that at the National Football League level. If you got a guy that can do it, you got to give him an opportunity to do so. And so we'll see where Josh Allen is played, what opportunities he gets to rush, and so forth and so forth. But he's a unique case study. I'm interested to see how he is used at the next level. Nonetheless, 6'5", 262, 4-year edge rusher out of Kentucky / outside linebacker, 51 games, never missed a game in his collegiate career. Here's a guy that, as I mentioned before, 17.5 sacks in 2018, and he had 31.5 for his entire career. So he surpassed his career total in one season. And so a lot of people are talking about this guy potentially being a one-year wonder and all of these things. We'll see what happens. 42 tackles for loss, 11 forced fumbles, 8 PBUs, and a block kick. This guy is all over the field, asked to do a lot. He's a former 2-star athlete coming out of high school, and the decision became down to Monmouth College and Kentucky, if you can believe that. And Kentucky had to go hard just to get him to come to Kentucky and choose them over Monmouth. Again, that's what we're talking about here. So this guy is a self-made potential top 10 pick in this draft, and you got to love that as well. That means he's going to come with a chip on his shoulder, and those are the kind of guys you want on your football team that have that extra edge when they play the game, and you're getting that in a guy in Josh Allen. Let's take a look at what he was able to do in 2018, this breakout season that we were just speaking of, and we'll take a look at a few games from 2018, starting with a big win early in the season against Florida on the road. And so we'll start there and take a look at what he was able to accomplish in this football game. So this first play here, if you're going to play over the top of a block and try to dive back inside, you better be right. And you see he does that here, but he misses. And you can't play over the top of blocks like this, especially when you're on the outside. You can lead to some gaping holes. That's a no-no. Here, a little antsy. He gets caught off sides. Again, I talked about this with other edge rushers. Sometimes guys are just trying to get that jump and they get caught trying to be fast. And yep, you're right, Felipe. He is offsides. Watch him overcommit here and get washed, creating a huge rush lane. Again, he's a guy that you got to watch him sometimes in the run game. He tries to do some creative things. He tries to be a little aggressive, and it usually works against him. Here, tremendous awareness and anticipation to blow up this wide receiver screen that they're trying to set up. You love that. He sees what's going on in front of him, makes a play, and reacts to it. That's awesome to blow that thing up before it even gets started. Here, explosive speed rush off the edge. and goes for a strip sack and misses. But the fact that he's right there, I want him to get that, obviously, but the fact that he's right there, he shows you a little bit of the juice that he has off the edge. And the thing that I love, I talked about 11 forced fumbles in his career. He goes for the football. You know that I love that. Watch him here in coverage. He's initially fooled, thinks it's run, pulls the jersey there, a little tug, never hurt anybody. Watch him get back into play, turn his head around, find the football, and then knock it away. That is as good as it gets right there in coverage for a guy that was fooled initially off the snap. Here, either you've got to shut the door here or you've got to draw a holding penalty. That running back can't get past you there, out there in that D gap. You've got to do something there to not allow that to take place. I'd like to see him find a way to draw a flag or shut that door there. Here, playing under this block is going to get you one of two outcomes. Either you're going to have a problem for you or a problem for them. On this particular play, it was a problem for him and his team. He's got to make sure that he gets there if he's going to play under that block, or you've got to take on that guy and spill that inside. This is how you're supposed to play that play. The last play that you just saw when he went on the inside and he didn't take on that blocker, that's what you don't want. This is how it's supposed to look. Now, his linebacker didn't respond the way that he was supposed to and come over top and help him out, but nonetheless, that's how you're supposed to respond to that play. Now here, this is a 2-point conversion after a touchdown. It's a great play by Josh Allen. And Felipe Franks stinks because if you look at this play, his first read is wide open in the flats. And this should have never even been the option here. But the fact that Josh Allen is able to get his hands on that football, you see his fingertips that pretty much stopped this game from being knotted up. After this 2-point conversion, it's a hell of a play by Josh Allen to just ever so slightly tip that football, which is what forced that thing to go out of bounds. And it kept it at a 5-point difference in the game. A 2-point conversion there obviously would have cut it to just a field goal game. And then here you see this guy, awesome tempo rush, load the tackle to sleep, then accelerate it past them for the sack. At the time, no one knew that this was actually a forced fumble, but that's a sack, forced fumble, and ultimately run in for a touchdown. As you see here, Josh Allen putting this game on ice essentially with his rush there. That is awesome stuff from Josh Allen to put the game away as we move on to the 2018 contest versus South Carolina. Nice bench press of the tackle here. Eyes on the running back to make the tackle. This is what I want to see more of from him. In the first game versus Florida, you saw him go over blocks, under blocks. I want to see you take on guys, discard, and get to the back. That's what he did on that play right there. Here, pure speed rush off the edge to pressure the quarterback into an errant throw. This is nice. You get around the edge, you get to the quarterback a little bit, Jake Bentley, make him uncomfortable. He airmails this one, and it's picked off by your fellow Kentucky Wildcat in the secondary. And that's what you're looking to do. Affect the play somehow. And he did that there. That's awesome. Relentless effort and closing speed to get to the backside coverage sack. Watch him come around the edge. He didn't win initially, but the coverage is good. And he's able, look at the closing speed here to get to the quarterback from the backside and get down at about the 1-yard line. That's excellent hustle on the backside of this play. Watch him come around the corner and then watch the amount of ground he has to make up and watch how fast he closes here on Jake Bentley, as Bentley has no idea that he's tracking him from behind and is able to get him at the 1-yard line. Lucky that wasn't a safety, but it's great hustle by Josh Allen to track him down from behind. All right, here, staying at home on the outside and keeping contained and then making the tackle. Again, that's what I want to see. I want to see him doing his job first, all right, not trying to be a hero and go underneath and over top of blocks. Stay at home, have the contain, and then make the play. That's what he did again there. Speed rush with explosive club to turn the corner and almost get the sack here. That's awesome. Beat the tackle there. Now almost get to the quarterback. And again, you saw him reaching for the football. That's what this guy does. He's looking to get the football out. I love that. This was the game that really turned the corner for me with Josh Allen. I saw a lot of really good rushes here. Speed rush here. Quick inside move. And there's a miscommunication between the two offensive linemen that should have been picking this guy up, allows the sack. He had been running stunts all game, so he faked like he was running a stunt. You'll see it again. He's going to fake like he's going all the way inside, looping inside on the stunt. He's going to come inside, though, and see, they're expecting him to loop all the way around, and he fools them. And he's been running a ton of stunts if you're watching this game. So watch him fake the stunt inside. They're thinking he's going to loop around. He tricks both of them goes inside and gets a freebie here. Now watch the beautiful thing about this. Watch Josh Allen set this up now because he just won inside on this fake stunt. Watch what he does here. All right, this is the very next play we're talking about. So you just beat the tackle inside on the previous play. Watch him go with a fake inside move and then back outside. He gets the tackle to set inside and then he goes around him. That is so well done. And you don't see guys, especially at this level, setting moves up like that. That is so gorgeous. And that I gained a new respect from him seeing this play. Watch him set him up inside and then go outside because he just won the play before going inside. And so that guy's thinking, I can't get beat inside again. And what do? You fake inside and then you go outside. That is such a gorgeous move. And that's using your head. You don't see a lot of guys having a pass rush plan. That's showing he had a plan there. And then here, he just beats him with straight speed with the rip and dip around the edge to swipe at the ball and get the sack, force fumble. And again, I told you this guy's always looking to get the rock out. He did it again here. Crucial situation too. We're talking. They're up 14 late in this ball game. And again, Josh Allen putting the game away with a big time rush late in the ball game. Watch him dip the shoulder and rip around the edge. Beat this tackle, ball out there. That's what this guy does. I told you, he's always looking to get the football out. And you know, I love that from a guy rushing off the edge. So now we finish up with his final collegiate game of his career in the bowl game versus Penn State. And he comes free here. This is a free hitter. Big miscommunication between tackle and guard there. Somebody's got to lay hands on this guy, and this is the fault of the guard. But nonetheless, you see how fast he gets in there? You'll get another look at this. He comes like a speeding bullet through this gap where he's not touched. Somebody's got to lay hands on this man. And he runs past Trace McSorley initially, comes back up the field and able to get him down on the ground. And kudos first and foremost to Josh Allen for even playing in this game. You know how many guys sit out this game? And at this time, he's being touted as the potential number one pick in the draft, and this guy still plays. So you got to give him respect for playing this game. And he was outstanding, 2.5 sacks. That was one of them there. Here, he loops inside the guard and then has a stutter and beats him with quick hands to get the sack. Again, you're seeing a lot of different moves from this guy. And again, I love the fact that he's always thinking about what's next as he rocks that tackle to sleep. Watch him with this stutter move. Watch him with this nice little stutter and then beats him to the inside. Gives him a little stutter on his stunt. Hands on him. Now get the hands off. And now you get to the quarterback and you get him for the sack. That's awesome stuff there from Josh Allen. And then this next play, you're going to watch him with pure speed off the edge to win and sack Trace McSorley again. That's just pure speed right there. No move necessary. Just beat him with pure speed off the edge. Tackle barely laid a finger on him as he wraps up McSorley for another sack. And like I said, this guy was outstanding in this football game. This is just pure speed, guys. Pure speed off the edge. Slap down the hands to finish off that tackle to make sure he doesn't push you around the pocket. And the thing you want to see with a tackle when you know he's winning at an elite level is how fast does he turn the corner. Here is a stutter and speed to the inside with pressure on the quarterback. He wins on that play, forces an errant throw. That pressure was felt by McSorley, and that's why he misses that throw. Allen is outstanding. And if you watch a lot of these rushes, my biggest thing with speed rushers, if you really want to tell how fast a guy is and how fast he is able to turn the corner, what you're looking for in an elite edge rusher, turning the corner at 7 yards. If you can turn the corner at 7 or 8 yards, normally that's a win at the next level, and that's going to get you a sack 9 times out of 10. If you can turn, or at least a hell of a pressure, you turn the corner at 7 yards, you're winning. You know, the tackle wants you to try to turn the corner at 10. If you're turning it at 10, he can push you around the pocket. Quarterback should have an avenue to step up, deliver the football. You turn that corner at 7 yards, that should get you an opportunity to bag you a quarterback. You're seeing Allen turn the corner numerous times at 7 or 8 yards, and that's when you know a guy's winning at an elite level. So when I look at Josh Allen, at first I wasn't sold. I'm not going to lie to you. I was watching him. I'm saying he's probably more of one of those guys that gets to the next level, won't get an infinite opportunity to rush. He'll probably be in coverage more than he will be as a rush outside linebacker. Now, again, it all depends on where he's drafted and what they decide to do with him, because he could easily find himself in a situation where he's dropping more than he's rushing. But with a guy with this kind of skill set, I want to see him getting after the quarterback. And I look at him, and there's a really good comp to a guy that was similar to him in college, in that he got an opportunity to rush in the college game, had double-digit sacks, got to the NFL, not really getting an opportunity to rush. And so really we don't know if he could be the same guy that he was at UCLA. I'm comping Josh Allen to Anthony Barr. Similar size. Both of those guys are right around 6'5". Both of those guys in that 255 to 265 range. Both can run. We saw Josh Allen run at like a 4.63 at the combine, so we know he's a really good athlete. You saw that on the play up the sideline against Florida, where he was beat initially and was able to get back in the play, get his head around and knock that football away. So we know that he's fully capable. Okay, that play told me a lot there, but it was the South Carolina game that did it for me in terms of an edge rusher. This guy can get to the quarterback. I hope that his talents in terms of getting to the quarterback aren't wasted. If you're going to spend a top 10 pick on this guy, potentially top 5, then you need to use him as an edge rusher as well at the next level. We'll see what happens with Josh Allen, but I'm sold on this guy. At first I wasn't. Now I am. I think this guy's a really big talent in the 2019 NFL draft. That's Josh Allen in a nutshell, and I'm your man, Louis T. Thank you for joining me. Remember, if it's not your man T, it's not the best NFL coverage. It could be. Make sure that you subscribe to the Louis T Network if you haven't already done so. Also, check out the Louis T Network podcast, available on Stitcher, Google Music Play, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Spotify, and of course the website louistnetwork.net. Also, draft party coming up Thursday, live. Going to be giving out analysis of each and every single pick as they happen in real time, give you all the analysis of these players that are selected, how they're going to fit on this particular team, and the comp for that particular player. Also chopping it up with you guys, getting your analysis of the pick and what you think these picks mean and how they all are shaking out. And also, I'll be here days 1 and 2. So first 3 rounds of the draft, join me, your man, Louis T, for the 2019 NFL draft party here on the Louis T Network. I'm your man, Louis T, signing off. Until next time, have a good one.
Louis T Network.